So I'm going to make a mushroom risotto dish now, and it is something that you can cook at home. So please watch the video, take some notes, and then obviously try this at home. And then please send me your dishes and evaluations in afterwards. So for this recipe, we're going to use some olive oil. I've got 50 grams of butter, 30 grams of finely chopped shallots, which equated to about one large shallot or two small shallots. I've got some mushrooms, that's 2 or 3 medium mushrooms. You could use wild mushrooms, you could use butter mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, etc. I have arborio rice. Now this is available in most supermarkets, called risotto rice or arborio rice. Look at the stubby oval grain. Hopefully you can see that there, and that's called arborio. A-R-B-O-R-I-O, arborio rice. There's 65 grams in there. I've got some stock, 300 to 400 grams of chicken stock, some Parmesan cheese, 30 grams of Parmesan cheese. Any hard Swiss cheese would do if you can't get hold of Parmesan cheese. Some salt and pepper, obviously. I've got some Parmesan shavings and some rocket for garnish. So in a small saucepan, as you can see, I've got a pan on to heat. I'm going to put in a little bit of olive oil and half the butter. So as the butter is starting to melt, I'm now going to add the shallots and gently sweat off for a few minutes until translucent. Very important not to get any colour on the onions here. So the onions have been now cooking for 3 or 4 minutes. They're starting to go translucent, no colour. I'm now going to add the mushrooms. As I say, in here I've got 2 or 3 medium-sized mushrooms. You could use wild mushrooms, you could use shiitake mushrooms, butter mushrooms, and I'm now going to soften the mushrooms with the onions for a further 3 or 4 minutes. Again, avoiding to take on too much colour. So I'm halfway through the cooking process now. I've been going for about 8 or 9 minutes. I've still got half of my stock left. I've been adding probably about 20 mils of stock at a time, and I've just been letting it come to the boil. Because the stock was hot, it was easy to come to the boil. And as you can see, the rice is absorbing the liquid. And now what's left behind is a nice creamy mixture, which is obviously coming out of the rice kernels. The rice is still not cooked. And I've still got to add a little bit more stock and possibly another 5 or 6 minutes of cooking. So just a bit more liquid, just keep bringing it to the boil and let that absorb away. So it's now your turn. You've now seen the risotto dish. Now I want you to try and practice this at home if you can. You've got the recipe contained within this video. You don't have to use mushrooms. I want you to think about what different fillings can you use. What other vegetables could go into a risotto? What other colours? What other flavours, textures? Can you add any fish? What about shellfish? Is there any meat, any other protein you can use? Have a go, use my recipe, and then what I want you to do is obviously send in your pictures, send in your dish, evaluate your dish, and then email that to me. Have fun, enjoy cooking.